What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. It's Friday. It's party time. Let's party, y'all. Oh, man, I don't have my water here. Okay, just going to let that beat run through for a second there. What is up, everybody? It is Friday. It is 5:01 p.m. It is August 9th, and we are back on YouTube. I got to tell you, this is probably a shiz show. In fact, not only probably, it's pretty much definitely a shiz show. In fact, there's really almost no news, like real news. And I thought about not even having a show, but you know what? It's just easier for me to come on, do a quick little show, and bounce the heck out of here than to talk about why I didn't do a show. So I'd rather just go ahead and do a show, but we are pretty light on news, but we're going to go ahead and get into the topics at hand. Yeah, so this is, what is this called again? Hollow something? This trailer just came out today, Hollowgate. Okay, I think what this is like if somebody wants to create their own little VR arcade type of thing, they can go ahead and do this. They can sign up and you could have it in a mall or something like that. And they kind of give you an idea. It's got a catchy tune, you know? It's got a catchy tune, right? So it's got special little games that they're doing and pretty small area that you play in. What game is that where they're punching those things? Looks kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, so that is Hollowgate. That is a trailer that has just dropped today. And Lincoln Clay 670 says, I was disappointed by Special Forces VR. What is it called again? It's like Infinity War, right? You mean Infinity War. You were disappointed by Infinity War? But dude, Iron Man, Spider-Man, I mean, it was awesome, bro. You were disappointed by Infinity War? Somebody said that the other game, like Virtual Battlegrounds or whatever, that it wasn't half bad, that it's actually pretty good. The Battle Royale. Somebody was saying that that was a pretty good game. We'll go ahead and take a look at recent releases. If anybody knows the game that is in this Hollowgate video where they're punching little balls, and it looks like it's kind of retro style in a little bit of a way, a little bit of a Beat Saber style of game. I'm curious what that game is. Because that actually looks kind of colorful, and you know me in color. But let's go ahead and get into our number one. Well, wait, hold on. We'll hold on for the number one story. Let's pump up the volume again, and let me see if I can find out what this game is. Okay, let's pump it up. Yeah, buddy. Okay, choose your mind-blowing adventure. Groove Guardians. So it's probably Groove Guardians. Well, I will be Groove Guardians. That might be a cool little, like that game right there. I don't know why, but that looks pretty sweet. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our number one story of the day, and that requires Webinal access. So let's go to the Webinal, and here it is, folks. This is, in my opinion, the number one story of the day. Shadow Legend VR. Personally, in my opinion, one of the best VR games released this year, 2019. I believe this is a top 10 release this year in VR gaming, and it boggles the mind. It boggles the mind when I see mixed reviews right there. What the F is that? Mixed reviews. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these reviews and find out why they're mixed. I don't get it. Early on, I was saying this was my game of the year, 2019, up until this point in time. Of course, Audica Right now it's Audica, and Audica's got everything beat, in my opinion, by a country mile. Audica is Game of the Year 2019 until something comes along and dethrones it, which could very well happen. Stormland is coming later this year. That could easily dethrone Audica. Other games could potentially dethrone Audica. Hell, Red Matter on the Quest, coming next week, I believe, could dethrone Audica, potentially. So a lot of games could challenge Audica for Game of the Year for me. But this was my early favorite, and it boggles my mind that people don't like this game, or they have problems with this game. And I think a lot of the problems are with the length of the game, that they just, it's, you know what it is? Ultimately, guys, what it is the type of person that plays this. There's a certain type of gamer that just gets into a game and they just want to go to the next level, and they want to go to the next level, and they want to go to the next level, and the next level, and the next level, and bam, bam, bam. They just want to rush through the game. They don't want to feed a horse a carrot. They don't want to feed their dog a T-bone steak. Well, of course, those people are going to think this game is shite because they're running through the game. They're not appreciating the game. That's not how you play video games, God damn it. But there's too many people like that, apparently, because this has mixed reviews. It makes no logical sense whatsoever. But that's not the news story. I just happened to notice that, and I'm like, what? Mixed reviews? A tragedy upon tragedies. But let's move on, because the reason this is in the news, folks, is it's on sale, 50% off. You can grab this for $12.50. It's a special promotion. It does run until August 20th, so you got quite a bit of time to grab Shadow Legend VR. Shadow Legend VR, one of my favorite games that have been released this year. Look, is it short? Yeah, it's short. This game is not going to hold you down. This ain't Skyrim, even though it looks like it in some spots. This game is not going to hold you down for months and months and months. But I know that I got like 4 or 5 hours from this game, maybe even more. And I had a blast the entire time. I enjoyed it the entire time. There's certain aspects of it. The boss fight was pretty whacked, but I had a lot of fun with Shadow Legend VR. There were certain aspects of it I thought they did better than almost any other VR game out there in certain ways. I just can't believe these mixed reviews. But it is available for $12.50 on Steam, 50% off. And in related news, we're going to bounce over to the Oculus store. It is the daily deal as well. Of course, you're paying a little bit more for it on the daily deal. You got a little under 7 hours left in the daily deal. It's $15, 40% off. You know, Shadow Legend, the one thing I'll say about buying it potentially on the Oculus store is this game is tentatively scheduled to come to the Oculus Quest. Could this cost a little bit more on the Rift store, on the Oculus store, because there will be cross-buy? I don't know. I don't think this, I don't remember hearing that this is going to have cross-buy. We have heard that this is coming to the Quest. Also, I believe it's coming to PlayStation VR as well, but they're taking their time. It's going to take a while for them to port it over to both of those platforms. But it's a daily deal over here. But if you go over to Steam, it's all the way until, when was it? August 20th. The sale lasts until August 20th, so you got quite a bit of time. Okay, let's go ahead and check out chat, because I'm curious. I'm very curious if people in chat also think this was a shit-tacular game when I thought it was a freaking great game. I thought it was a great game, god damn it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Nathy's in the house, and he says, see you on tomorrow's show. Which, does he know something I don't know? No. Actually, we do have a guest for tomorrow. I haven't checked my emails, though. I'm guessing it's still on if Nathy's saying he'll see me on tomorrow's show. But no, Nathy's not the guest. The guest, maybe I should check my emails real quick before I say anything. But it's another member of F Reality. Tentatively, I haven't checked my email yet, but I believe the guest, maybe Nathan can pop it in chat and say, yes, it is happening. Because I tried to double check with this person to make sure that our interview is still on. But it's another member of the F Reality show, and this other member is going to be pulling a double header. I've done a lot of double headers. And what I mean by a double header, that is an American term when you're playing baseball and there's 2 baseball games in the same day. They'll have, like, the Oakland A's is playing the New York Yankees, and they're having a double header. So they have a game earlier, and then they take like a break for like 40 minutes, and then they have another game, 2 games on the same day. Crazy. I don't know why people do this, but and I've actually gone to a doubleheader, and I was bored as hell. I was like, do we really got to stay for the second game? But I call it a doubleheader. It's like when I'm doing VR Roundtable on a Sunday morn, and then after VR Roundtable is over, like 15 minutes later, I jump over to VR 365, and I did a show on VR 365. So it's a double header. So one of the F Reality members is going to have a double header tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, talking about a super catchy tune. Yeah, that video did have a super catchy tune. Ray Delatorre, hey guys, is Morrigan worth getting? It's okay. Is it on sale? Is it like half off? Okay, Slayblaze says, Audica is super fun, but I need to play it a lot more. Ray Pope says, wow, mixed reviews. What are people expecting? This is AAA. MRTV never mastered... Dude, there's a lot of people. I've talked to MRTV, Sebastian, about Audica, and he's like, what? See, there's a lot of people that if you play Audica for 15 minutes, you have no idea how brilliant of a game it is, because it's got a learning curve. And when you first play it, you're going to suck. And if you're used to Beat Saber, where you can kind of immediately have fun right away, Audica is not really like that. But I'll tell you one thing about Audica, and I say this all the time, the highest highs. Audica has the highest highs I've ever had in VR. What I mean by that is, you guys heard the term flow? Like, there's a book called Flow, and they talk about, like, when you're in flow, kind of like I am right now. No, I'm kidding. But when you're in flow, you do your best work, you have your best performances, like somebody that is in flow when they're playing, like Michael Jordan, when he's having his greatest game, he's in flow. And, when some comedian gets up on stage and they just freaking nail it, they're like in the flow state, right? Well, in Audica, when you get into that flow state, there is no higher high. It is dopamine, baby. It is dopamine on a stick. That's what I got to say about Audica. Okay, but let's get to the topic at hand. The topic at hand is Shadow Legend VR being on sale, and also people shiting all over it. Ray Delatorre says Shadow Legends was an awesome game. Tom Lloyd says Shadow Legend is garbage because it's not standout. It's been a while since we've had our standout guy in chat. Tom Lloyd is Mr. Standout. Laser Rob, played an hour of Shadow Legend so far, loving it. Yay! That's awesome. Dude, see, Shadow Legend, the thing that is so dope about Shadow Legend, why don't I go back to our standard setup here, and why don't I grab I know I got a Shadow Legend trailer. It was my favorite game of all time for a minute. I probably have like multiple Shadow Legend trailers. Yeah, so let me grab one of these that's 40 seconds, 49 seconds. We'll grab this one. Or, yeah, we'll just grab this one. So yeah, let's take a look at this trailer for a quick second, just so the people out there that might be wondering what we're talking about here. This is Shadow Legend VR. Yeah, it does have the dismemberment thing going on. But you know what? See, the thing about Shadow Legend that really got me is the exploration. And look at that level. That level right there, that is some of the most beautiful graphics. And that level was super cool right there. It's kind of a foresty level. You're outdoors, but it's got like the ruins of a giant castle, but you're like outdoors. All the walls, I guess, have fallen down. And there's all these moving platforms. It's a platformer, man. This game is actually kind of a platformer. It's like if a platformer in Skyrim kind of had a baby. This is what happened here. And it's a great game for the type of people that like to explore every nook and cranny and find every little treasure chest, every little bit of gold and jewels, which I'm that guy. I'm the collectathon guy. Back in the days when Nintendo and Rare, Banjo-Kazooie and those kinds of games. Back in the day when Rare used to make those games where there'd be a million collectathons, I love that stuff, dude. I could eat it up. I'm OCD about it. I like collecting every little thing in a level. I like going through a level, like back in my old retro days, I liked basically clearing a level where you'd kill every single enemy. You find every single treasure. I was into that. And this kind of like gave me that feeling, but first person VR, great graphics as well. I'm amazed that people don't like some people don't like Shadow Legends. So Laser Rob is liking it. Ray Pope says it's not as short as Batman VR. Who were we on here? Hussein X says, the problem isn't the game, the problem is with the reviewers. They need to be taught best practice on how to leave constructive reviews. Main Fan says they did change the final boss fight. Main Fan, have you been in there? Did you try the final boss fight? I know they changed it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's any good. But yeah, they did change the final boss fight. And, there's other, let me go and look up Shadow, because that's one of the different trailers. I'll grab the main trailer. This was like the main trailer where they showed you feeding your horse a carrot. Like, look at how beautiful that is. I never saw those deer, though. Those deer never made the final game because I've never seen those deer, and I looked for those deer. You can climb up on roofs and stuff. It's exploratory, man. That's what this game is all about. And it's not the kind of game, there you go, you get to feed the horse. But if you feed the horse too much carrot, it's like it gets pissed off. So you got to be careful. You can cook up a T-bone steak. Look at how beautiful that grass looks. See, I'm a sucker for color as well. And this game has great color, vivid, good music and stuff. And yeah, it's short. It is short. I'm not going to lie. It's short. So anyway, I just wanted to see anybody else. The one Neo says Joe Rogan does 2-3 hours back to back. It's a lot of Joe Rogan does 2-3. Oh, he did 2-3 hour shows back to back. Damn. Slayblaze says doubleheader means something else too, but we're not going to go there. And Laser Rob says much different than an upper decker. Yeah. Dirt Rally 2 for $19.99 on Instant Gaming right now. Really? That must be like a scam. I mean, not a scam, but I can't imagine that Codemasters is approving of that. That's one of those things where I seriously doubt that Codemasters is approving that. That must be some kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Hussein X says, I've read some negative reviews for Shadow Legends. As I said, 98 good things, but 2 bad things, enough to not recommend. Some saying short, some saying, yeah, the combat isn't good. The combat, I mean, you're not going to fall in love with the combat for this game. It's all about exploring is what it's all about. It also does have like this voice activation thing where you can like use your voice to pick different dialogue options in the game. But let's go back over real quick to the Steam page because I just wanted to take a look at some of these mixed reviews. Okay, here's one, not recommended. This was posted on March 7th. This game wants you to believe there's more to it than there really is. No, maybe you went into the game believing there was more to it. You went into the game. Okay, not recommended. Game is extremely short and feels more like a proof of concept than a full game. While there are many interesting and cool mechanics, but let's just completely overlook those. Let's completely overlook those. But no, let's see what he says. And they are only used once and thrown away, such as potion crafting, cooking, and even satisfying sword play is forgotten about later in the game. The boss fight also resorts to basic hit and run tactics, although they did improve that. So here's a guy that's recommended. Okay, the game is short, took me 3 hours. Dude, it took me 4 hours. I'm telling you, you guys are running through these games. Stop running through games. Stop jogging through your games. Walk slowly through your games. Walk slowly and carry a big stick. Okay, here's a guy that really likes it. Let's see what this guy said. Ever wanted to become the knight you were simply meant to be? This is the game. So many features, so many cool epic moments I've experienced. I have to start off by saying the combat is fantastic. What game are you playing? I don't think the combat's that great. Although the combat with your, what is it? You know, your bow gun thing isn't too bad. This guy says, an incredibly polished game with interactive elements throughout. We were pleasantly surprised by the ability to interact with almost every object in the game. If you see a dog, you can play with it. Yeah, you can play fetch, you can cook it a T-bone steak. Okay, so this guy says nice graphics, but this is more of a long demo. See, people just have unreasonable expectations. Unreasonable expectations. They see it and they're like, oh, it kind of looks like Skyrim. Yeah, it's freaking Skyrim. No, it's not Skyrim. Okay, so anyways, that is... Wait, sometimes the online features won't work with gray market game codes. That's R. Gambo. Yeah, I think that sometimes if something is too good to be true, it is. So I personally believe that Dirt Rally deal is for some kind of like... I'm saying, like, you'll get Dirt Rally, you'll be playing it, but I don't think Codemasters is getting a penny for it. I don't know how all that stuff works. I don't know how these codes end up all over the place like that. Like, I don't know where these codes get created. I don't know the whole deal with that, but I don't think it's completely legit. I'll say that. Okay, so let's go to story number 2. And story number 2 is on the Oculus subreddit, so we'll stay in the webinar here. Let's bounce over to the Oculus subreddit. Let me go ahead and just refresh this one time real quick, one time for your mind. Okay, so I saw this. Aircar update is officially live. Check this out. Did you see this, guys? Aircar update. Now, it's not available on Steam. I'm starving. I'm hungry. This was a bad idea to do a show at 5 p.m. when I'm starving. So we're going to have a shorter show, guys. I'm starving. Okay, so the Aircar update is officially live. It is not available on Steam yet. I believe it's coming on, what, the 17th or something? It's coming to Steam pretty soon, but not quite yet. So this is the developer of Aircar. He says the new Aircar update is officially live on the Oculus Store. This update refreshes the original experience for the new wave of VR headsets. It adds vertical takeoff and landing pads, visual improvements, and bug fixes. You will need to explore the city and surrounding area to find all 8 landing pads. Let me know if you have any problems. If you want to discuss the game in more detail, you can also head over to Reddit/Aircar. Thanks for your support over the past 2 years. I also created a cinematic trailer to go with the update, which you can view here. Yeah, we saw the cinematic trailer. Was that yesterday that we saw it? Looks really good. The cinematic trailer, honestly, makes it look a million times better. I mean, it looks good anyway, but the cinematic trailer makes it look like you just want to leave regular life behind and you want to live in Aircar. And so, you know, it does look really good. So there are some updates. So maybe check that out if you've already got Aircar on your Oculus Riftical. You might want to go ahead and update that, get it updated, and see what it's all about. Let me go back over to chat. I was MameFan saying, now I want to refund Dirt Rally 2 and buy it cheap from a sketchy site where Codemasters gets No money whatsoever. Mike say, go make a sandwich, bro. Just put on like a 5-minute trailer and go make a sandwich. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to have to bounce a little bit early. Sorry, folks. Limba Zero. Usually you get most idea of negative views. It's like 4 to 5 POSs and 4 to 5 positives and 1 negative. So reviewer set to negative review. Yeah, I mean, the negative thing with that game is the length. That's the negative of Shadow Legend VR. I don't think there's anything else really too negative about it. Okay, Jason Olson says, check Steam, bro. Check Steam. Okay, we can check Steam. Here is Steam, folks. Oh, shit, Aircar is out on Steam already. Holy moly, rigatoli. Okay, so Valve Index lovers, which I am one of them. You want to see Aircar on the Valve Index. You know you do. I do. I have a Valve Index. I want to see it. So bam. Well, it says release date August 17th. I wasn't lying about that. It does say August 17th. Don't I want to see all the little beautiful raindrops on the windshield in my Valve Index with that extra FOV? Of course I do. So I guess, yeah, free. It's out. It's now. Aircar update officially live. So I guess originally the idea was August 17th, but it's out a bit early. So Aircar is out and available now. So you don't necessarily need to just have an Oculus Rift for that. Okay, we heard that Infinity War. Where's Spider-Man? Where's freaking Iron Man? Where's Black Widow? I'm not seeing any of the promised characters. Infinity War, like I don't see anybody. Like all I see is military guys. I wonder if any review said that. I doubt it. Buyer beware. Just about every positive review on this game is boosted by the devs themselves. Most of the accounts have one product and one review. Very obvious. Oh man, it's a mess. The shooting is completely unresponsive. Shocker of shockers. Pretty sure they're faking good reviews. God damn it. Faking good reviews. So fun. I had a blast. Savory. So yeah, they got this guy. A developer has responded. View response. Oh my God, I've been waiting for a game like this. One review, one game, one review. Good. Haven't played the game a lot, but god damn it, it's great. Don't hesitate. This is the best VR game I've played in my... I mean, come on. One product in account, one review, and that as well, okay? Oh man, this is funny. Who would have known? Yeah, so this is Infinity War. Iron Man not included. Special Forces VR, apparently a dud of a dud. Double dud. Okay, but the Last Player VR Battle Royale, I've heard some minorly decent things about this, and it is mostly positive on the review. So apparently, if you wanted to get one of these type of games, I mean, if you want a brand new game that is in this kind of category, now this is a Battle Royale, kind of like a standout style game, might be halfway decent. I've heard a few I've heard some negative things about this though, like it's a little bit sketchy on terms of like maybe the performance, or I've heard a couple of bad things about it, but I also heard that it's actually better than you might think. So anyway, like this one says, it doesn't have a ton of polish yet, but it is quite solid in that I haven't encountered any bugs that affect gameplay. The classic gameplay is here. Find stuff, kill everyone else. Yeah, that's what we do in America. It's PUBG clone in VR, of course, but very close one. I already prefer this game to Standout. There's Tom Lloyd right there. Tons of work ahead, but I'm keeping this one in my library. I hope that they'll add manual reload at some point. So yeah, I have heard a few minor positive things on the Last Player VR. So that might be the better one to go with if you're looking for a recent release there. Yeah, I was just seeing, is there anything else that has popped out recently? Yeah, no, those are pretty much the big ones. Since we're over here anyway, might as well take a real quick look at upcoming games. The Tower 2 is coming soon. That's one that we've talked about that. Kin, remember Kin finally coming over to Steam. So Kin is coming. Galaxy Forces VR. Those of you that didn't see our Twitch stream yesterday, at the very, very, very end of the Twitch stream, I talk about this game for a while. I've actually played this game. Long story short, it's kind of decent, but I hope the price is really low, is kind of my thought on that. Mega Punchy Golf. Yeah, that's the golf where you just kind of punch the ball and stuff. So anyway, those are some upcoming games. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the news. Okay, so back into the news. Let's go over to Upload VR as my stomach continues to growl. And one of the things that I saw over here is, so red matter, man. This does bother me to a slight degree. Okay, I gotta say that this bothers me a little bit. So a developer has a game. A game is scheduled for such and such a date. The developer gives the keys to all kinds of people out there and says that this game is embargoed to blah, 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 blah date. Okay, but then, guess what? They have an exclusion. So Upload VR gets to play Red Matter and they get to talk about it. And so Upload VR is talking about Red Matter and nobody else. So I played Red Matter last night on my Oculus Quest. Check this out. I wiped my Quest again because I'm bouncing back and forth between two different two different Oculus accounts, right? I wiped my Quest again because I wanted to put Red Matter on the actual VR Game Rankings account. Wiping the Quest sucks. Going through that process sucks. But I got Red Matter on my Quest. I checked it out, but I'm not allowed to say anything about it. I got to wait until the 13th of August. I believe it's embargoed till the 13th, which that is next Tuesday, and it comes out actually next Thursday, a week from yesterday. But guess what? Upload VR, they are excluded from that. And so they get to talk about all this kinds of stuff. So anyway, they've got an interview with somebody from the Vertical Robot team, Norman Shar, and he's talking about, we've been working for Red Matter on PSVR, blah, 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 blah. We found ourselves in a very, very similar situation. They did do Deadliest on Gear VR, so they have some experience working with a Snappy and a Dragon. So they do have that experience. Upload VR says, Red Matter on Quest has a one-time install. What's happening during that? Yeah, there is this install thing, an initial process. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and so anyway. They do have a video as well. Upload VR has a video. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. I grabbed it. The video was uploaded 5 hours ago, I think, or something like that. It's Red Matter gameplay. And it's real gameplay Oculus Quest version. Let me see if I can find where it is. I know I grabbed it. Red Matter, okay, no wait. Red Matter Oculus Quest gameplay showcase. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and check this out for a second. So that's real gameplay on an Oculi Quest, and that's the classic Red Matter song that you're gonna hear endlessly. Absolutely endlessly. And it's a great song. It's a great song. I mean, you hear this song ad nauseum. Thank God it is a great song. Thank God. So they're going through, this is the area where you first get out into the open, and you're like, oh my God, look it, there's a big planet out there. There's stuff blowing around. There's stuff blowing around in the wind. There's another planet, another star system. Oh my God, look at all these mountains. I feel like I'm in Alaska, kind of, but I'm on some alien planet. And now I'm about to explore an incredible abandoned space station. So I can't talk about my experience, but you know what? I can talk about what I'm seeing right here. And the graphics look pretty damn good to me, Johnny. The graphics look pretty damn good to me. And this is real Oculus. This is legitimate, real Oculus Quest footage. So it's looking pretty good, apparently. But I can't talk about my own personal feelings on this, but yeah, you can go to Upload VR. You can read the interview that they have there with one of the developers of Vertical Robot, and you can also go to YouTube and check out this sample video and get a bit of a sample of that. That is going to be coming next Thursday. You know, actually, one question I do have about it, and I don't know if they talk about it, is how much is it going to cost? Let's see. Red Matter hits Oculus Quest on August 15th. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything. I am curious about the price. I really am curious about the price. I guess we could check like Red Matter on Steam and Red Matter on the Rift, and it's probably going to have a very similar price, right? Because there may be cross-buy. So let's go to the Webinal. Let's go to the Oculus store. Let's see what Red Matter's price is. Red Matter on the Oculus store. Well, it's on sale right now, $20. You know, is there cross-buy? Because you get $5 off. So those of you that, you know, if you're definitely buying this for your Oculus Quest, like if somebody just got an Oculus Quest and they want a banger of a banger, you know, maybe they buy this version. You know what? You could buy this version, right? And then you're allowed to refund up to 5 games a month. So if this isn't cross-buy, couldn't you refund it and say, you know what, I bought it, I heard somewhere it was cross-buy, I found out it wasn't cross-buy, they'd give you your money back, right? And you might be able to save $5 off of the Oculus, the Quest version, if this is cross-buy. Let's go to Steam. What's Red Matter on Steam? Let's double check what Red Matter's standard price is. Red Matter, I guess it's on sale on Steam too. Yeah, 30% off on sale over there at Steam. And it is $17.50 over there. Very positive, very positive. Yeah, I mean, this was in the running for me for Game of the Year 2018, right? This was in the running, man, because, but Windlands 2 was my Game of the Year, but this was in like the top 5 or 6 games, like Transference. There was a couple of others that were in the mix as well. I'd have to go back and look. But I know this was in the mix for me. But yeah, so they're saying, Upload VR is saying, believe the hype. Believe the hype. Red Matter devs pulled off a near perfect Quest port. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible to be sure. So anyways, that is... Technoglitch666 says, only if you don't play 2 hours. Well, yeah, don't play it at all. Just buy the game. Buy the game to get the deal, you know, to save $5. Just sit on it. Reddit is telling me Red Matter is not cross-buy. Oh, okay. Hussein X says, there is an easy way to tell if a game is cross-buy. There is? What is the easy way to tell? Because a lot of people were hoping that there would be some kind of little symbol that would pop up, like a little stamp of approval that would say cross-buy. But I don't know that something like that exists. I mean, I don't think anything like that exists, right? But go ahead and educate us, Hussein X. But yeah, so that is Red Matter. Apparently... they're playing it over there at Upload VR, and they're really liking it. Okay, so in the news now, this was actually one of my news stories from yesterday, but I ended up not getting to it. I didn't quite get to it. And that, of course, is Epic Game Store. And Epic Game Store continues to wage psychological warfare on you guys. That's what they're doing here. They're giving you another free VR game. This is psychological warfare of the highest order. Are you going to let the EGS do this to you? Are you going to let the EGS subconsciously work its tentacles into your system by giving you a free game? Because every time they give you a free game, and every time you go to the Epic Game Store and you download that free game, and every time you add one of those free games to your library, they are psychologically screwing you in a major way. But nobody realizes it. Nobody realizes it. Do you know? See, look at this. Sign in. I ain't got no account. I have no Epic Game Store account. I didn't do it for Subnautica. I didn't do it for this. I didn't do it to get a discount on Trover, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, it's funny. So the whole Epic Game Store thing, like, how do we spin this entire thing? I'm gonna go back over here. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the volume on that beautiful Red Matter gameplay footage. And do I have a trailer for GNOG? I'm going to double check. Do I have some GNOG? Yeah, we got a GNOG trailer. And you know, I think GNOG actually, this is a colorful ass thing right here too. It's right up my alley. I like color. I tried a demo of GNOG. I think it was on PlayStation VR. Pretty sure PlayStation VR has a demo for GNOG, and I tried it, and it's colorful. I like the music and everything. You know, this has kind of like a cool, happy kind of a vibe to the music. So it's tempting. It's tempting. But don't do it, guys. Don't do it. They're screwing with you. It is psychological warfare. It is Epic Game Store. Psychological warfare of the highest order. Let's go to Google. Epic Game Store memes. Are there memes for the Epic Game Store? There sure is. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of the Maymays, the internet Maymays. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We're going to take a look at some internet Maymays. Do you know that there was a baseball player, a Major League Baseball player, that they were interviewing him in the dugout, and they were like, you know, they said something like, did you know that, you know, they're talking about you on the internet? And he's like, yeah, I heard there's an internet Maymay about me. And I was like, internet Maymay. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Internet Maymay. Okay, so yeah, these are some internet Maymays. There's Gaben, he's pissed off, of course. Internet Maymays about the I will never accept Epic Games. I will never accept false gods. Yeah, see, this stuff is classic. I like this. We are Epic Games. Lower your firewall and surrender your financial data. Pretty much, man, pretty much. Epic Games Store accused of being spyware by players. Tim Sweeney says they'll fix it. Oh my God, yeah, so hilarious, so hilarious. I love this stuff. I really do. NeoGAF used to be classic at this. Okay, what the F, or why the F? Epic Game Store steals Steam user info, pretends it's no big deal. Yeah, so you were the chosen one. Money. Okay, the Outer Worlds, that's funny. Yeah, I love this stuff. And then that one, Return. Okay, Return to Sender, Epic Game Store. Gotta love it. Okay, so what do I think about the entire Epic Game Store thing? Like what do I feel? And you know, it's weird because I go to both sides of the aisle. I can argue that Epic Game Store is one of the best things ever because it's finally some competition, and I'm rooting for Epic Game Store. Go EGS, go EGS, EGS, yes, yes, yes. Give Steam some freaking, put some pressure on Steam. Make them get better. You know, I could do that. EGS, EGS, yes, yes, yes. I could do that. And I could also go the other route and say, why the F do we have this? And why are you guys allowing this? And these free games, dude, they're giving you tiny little free pieces of crack because they know in the long run they got you. They got you, man. You keep downloading these free games, they got you. I don't know which side of the coin I should go on because I like the competition for Steam, and I'm one of the few people out there that believes Steam and Valve and Gaben, they get a free pass for everything, and that has bothered me. It really has bothered me. They basically, what it is though, is it's first mover's advantage. That's what Steam has always had. First mover's advantage, but damn, it's been such an advantage and it's been too long. You know, it's too much of an advantage for too long. So I kind of want to root for the Epic Game Store. But then I see a picture of Tim Sweeney doing something and it's just like, how can I get behind these guys? I don't know what to do. Okay, let's go ahead and see what folks are saying over here in chat. EGS, EGS, EGS. Okay, let's see. What are we looking for here? Okay, Slayblaze says, I'll take all the free games EGS wants to throw. No, they're going to get you, bro. They're getting you subconsciously, man. You're going to have this library. And see, they start off with the free games. Then they're going to get you with an aggressive sale. And see, all they need is they need your credit card. They need your credit card to go into your account, and all they need you to do is maybe make 4 different purchases, and they got you, man. They got you lock, stock, and barrel. You're there forever. And so you're going to have all these, you're going to have Ubisoft, and you're going to have Origin. You're going to have Epic Game Store, and you're going to have Steam, and you're going to have, if you have a PlayStation, you're going to have PSN, and then you're going to have Oculus Store, and then you're going to have the HoloLens Store, and then you're going to have the Magic Leap World. And you're going to have 25 stores, man. That's no, but my theory on this whole thing is like, go ahead and make a store if you got a physical product. That's my argument with this. My argument has always been the EGS sounds like a mega villain when Anthony says it. That's JPays. Exactly. EGS, EGS, EGS. But my argument has always been, look, make a physical product and then you can have a store. You make a hardware product, you make a console, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy could have a store, right? Because he's got a physical product. But if you don't have a physical product, if you're just like a game developer, get the F out of Dodge. What are you doing? But unfortunately, y'all mofos have fallen hook, line, and sinker. Okay, Chris says, Epic Store, F no. I don't even get the free stuff. True Hardcore says, sorry, Ant, I'm all in. Yeah, you're lost, man. You're so lost. Argambo says, Valve didn't get a pass from me. I voted with my dollars. EGS keeps making games I already own beat free. Way late on that S. That's Maymays. Well, Maymays, you're just too much of a finisher. That's the problem. And do you know that Maymays, he had to throw the beat part in there. He beat a game tape. Maymays, tell us how many game tapes you've beaten. And have you beat those game tapes? You beat them, you beat them, you beat them, Maymays. Maymays, they should call you the beater, not the finisher, the beater. Argambo says, in GOG we trust. And True Hardcore says, I have never used a card on Epic. Still getting free-ish. I know, but here's the thing. Now you've got like 5 free games on there. And so it's subconscious. It's your unconscious, subconscious mind. In the back of your mind, you're like, I've got a library of 4 games on the Epic Game Store. They were all free. I didn't pay a penny for them, but I've got this library there. Oh, they're having a major Epic Game Store sale. So many games Main Fan says, hundreds of game tapes beaten. He beat those Nintendo game tapes. You gotta love it. Yeah, hundreds of them. But what they're going to do is they're going to have a major sale, right, on the Epic Game Store. And then, so you've already got like 5 games. And so then you start to justify, well, they gave me 4 or 5 free games. Now the game I really wanted is only $10 when it's normally $30. And on Steam it's on sale, but it's on sale for $20. And it's half the price on Epic Game Store. They forced my hand. Where's my credit card, God damn it? Oh, here's my credit card. Let me enter the numbers. Okay, all you got to do it is 4 times. They got you. They got you so good. That is the way they do these things. Okay. You know what, guys? It is 5:49 and I am starving. I'm sorry. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Well, you know what? I had my afternoon cup of coffee. But see, a lot of times when I have my afternoon cup of coffee, I'll have like a little cookie, just like like one little cookie to go with my coffee, or some little type of thing to go with my coffee. And I didn't do it today. All I had was my afternoon coffee and nothing else. And starvation has taken over. So I am hungry, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what I'll tell you? Tomorrow, I believe, based on the fact that Nathan was here very, very early in chat and he said, see you on tomorrow's show. So I believe that the interview that I do have planned is actually going to happen. So tomorrow, you guys got to wonder, who is going to be the secret F Reality member that is going to pull a double header? It's not Nathan. We've already had Nathan. So it's not Nathan. It is another F Reality member. He's going to pull a double header, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to find out tomorrow. Now, normally this show does start at noon, but obviously we've got to wait for this person to finish up with the first half of their doubleheader. And then they jump on to VR 365 for the second half of their double. Call Dell for a burger. That's true hardcore. Yeah, Deli Wolfensparker, where's my $25 worth of Burger King when I really need it? And Jason Tube 22 says Quest is da bomb. Absolutely. So anyway, guys, yeah, starvation is a thing. I am going. Oh wait, hi Anthony. Did you see my above messages on how to tell a game is cross-buy? No, I didn't. Let me go back because I'm actually curious about this. Okay, Moss just lists. Okay, try it again. Moss just lists Rift or Quest depending on store. Apex Construct lists both Rift and Quest on both stores. Oh my God. Boo! My mind is blown. Okay, but my question, Hussein X, does that start the day it's available for sale, or does that start ahead of time? Because maybe we can't look at the Red Matter page and make a decision on that because it's not release date yet. It's not August 15th. It's going to come out on August 15th. So maybe on August 15th, they update both stores on that day. I don't know, man. I don't know. So maybe that is not a foolproof plan, but that is interesting. Moss, which isn't cross-buy, either lists Rift or Quest specifically on the store, but does not list both, where cross-buy games list both on both stores. Wouldn't you know? Now, of course, it'd be so much easier, though. Oculus, Jason Rubin, where are you guys? Put a freaking Nintendo stamp of approval, like the golden seal, man, the golden seal. Cross-buy, CB. Put a little logo on there. Okay, so yeah, I got to bounce the hell out of here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and get myself some dinner, starving like Marvin, but I will be back tomorrow following F Reality with one of the F Reality members. And you know what? It's going to be a classic origin story, guys. We're going to be talking, how did this person get interested in VR in the first damn place? Is VR dying? Is VR freaking a boat fire? Like, what is going on here? Is VR going to survive for the long term? What's the deal with the Valve Index? What's the deal with the Rift S? What about the Oculus Quest? So we're going to be talking all kinds of stuff like that. So be sure to tune in following the F Reality. It's doubleheader time, folks. So just get out the popcorn. And when F Reality is over, you can bounce over to VR 365 and just make some more popcorn. But yeah, no, this is not a short episode. This is actually damn near an hour. It is damn near an hour. Let me see. The running time that I'm seeing right here is 53 minutes. So it's still not that short. All right, folks. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good one. Take it easy. Later.